You think spiritual awakening is going to feel like bliss? Light pouring into your life, angels singing, peace flooding your soul. What you don't expect? The panic attacks, the insomnia, the sudden urge to burn down your old life. The truth is, spiritual awakening often feels like hell, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Hi, I'm Paul, and this is Tarot Logic, an analytical approach to intuitive reading. The myth of the gentle awakening. The internet sells awakening like it's a spa day for your soul. Meditate, journal, drink herbal tea, and suddenly you're vibrating at a higher frequency. But the actual process, it's more demolition site than day spa. You're not just adding light. You're tearing down entire structures of belief, identity, and comfort. And guess what? Your nervous system hates that. Why awakening feels like crisis. From a neuroscience perspective, awakening often triggers a full-blown stress response. You're suddenly questioning your purpose, your relationships, your values, and your brain perceives that as danger. It reacts with adrenaline surges, fight or flight impulses, overwhelm, and mood swings. This isn't a sign you're failing. It's a sign your internal operating system is being rewritten. Tarot as the mirror in the fire. During awakening, tarot stops being a cute daily habit and starts becoming a brutal truth teller. Cards you once romanticized, like the Tower, Death, the Devil, now show up over and over, daring you to see the parts of yourself you've avoided for years. It's not punishment. It's the mirror you need when everything feels like smoke and rubble. The spiritual purpose of discomfort. Every mystical tradition warns about this. In Buddhism, it's the dark night of the soul. In Sufism, it's annihilation of the self. In alchemy, it's the blackening, when all that is false must rot away. Pain is not a detour, it's the gate. Without it, you're not awakening. You're just decorating your old prison cell with prettier wallpaper. The 3 phases of hellfire awakening. Phase 1. Disillusion. Your old beliefs stop making sense. You lose interest in things that once defined you. Friends and family think you've changed, and they're right. Phase 2. Confrontation. Every shadow, fear, and unresolved wound rises to the surface. Tarot spreads suddenly feel like they're ganging up on you. Phase 3. Integration. You start building a self that isn't based on fear or performance, and realize you can never go back to who you were before. How to survive the hell phase. Stop rushing. The more you try to fast-track awakening, the more resistance you trigger. Stay grounded. Ritual, body care, and practical tasks keep you from floating off into spiritual bypass. Use tarot for questions, not escape. Instead of asking, "When will this end?" try, "What am I being asked to see that I've been avoiding?" Find witnesses, not saviors. You don't need rescuing. You need people who can hold space while you burn away the old. Why the pain is proof you're on track. You can't awaken without dismantling what's false. And dismantling hurts, because your ego and identity are wired for survival, not growth. If everything in your awakening feels easy, you're probably still negotiating with the very illusions you're meant to release. Spiritual awakening is not about feeling good. It's about becoming real. And real is messy. Real is raw. Real is often unbearable before it's beautiful. So if you're in the middle of the fire, don't mistake it for failure. It's the sign you're exactly where you need to be. If this episode gave you permission to feel what you're feeling, subscribe to Tarot Logic. Here we talk about the parts of spiritual growth no one else wants to, because that's where the real magic lives. Until next time, read with clarity, read with structure, and always read with logic.